Okay, so we have the unconscious here. Now, this is like a breakthrough. This is like a mental, emotional, spiritual breakthrough that happens. But the thing is with the unconscious, also the hanged man, it often is painful and uncomfortable to get to that level. So you have to hang upside down, have the blood rush to your head, go through trials and tribulations to become enlightened, to understand your unconscious. And so I feel like you either are going through it or you've just finished going through it and you've reached an aha moment. So it's like, you've had to go to that discomfort. You've had to delve really deep into it, into the pain, the fear, to find your next higher level. So I feel like that's what November is all about, is delving into that, pulling it out, and recognizing, how to use it to rise yourself up. In the love area, we have Justice reversed, Page of Discs, and then the Four of Cups. So some of you could be going through kind of a messy divorce, or a split of some sort, and it could be because of the unconscious being here. It could be at the tail end of it. But it wasn't fair. It wasn't, it's like there was situations where you're like, fine, you do that, even though it's wrong and it's not fair and it's not honest, but you're just tired and sick and tired of it, like fighting over and over again in it. But the sooner that you let that go, the sooner that you, just don't let it eat at you, is when you will start a new beginning and be given the possibility for heart wealth in the future. But I know, even though it's being offered to you and it's saying, okay, this is almost done, now you get to move on to the light, you might not be ready for it. You might not be ready to accept that, and that's okay. That's all right. Take your time. Get comfortable in your space before you do, go move forward with this. So it could be a divorce, it could have been a painful breakup, and it could even have been, not necessarily right now, but in the last few months, even in the last year or so, where you had to break it up and it felt so unfair and just, heart-wrenching. And so you're still kind of nursing that wound, even though the universe is trying to give you new beginnings. And that's, like I said, that's okay. That's okay. But don't deny the universe. The universe is trying to get you forward. And so this pain that you have felt is for you to continue forward. It's not for you to stay stagnant in this and stay in the woe is me and, kick or swat away the cups. It's for you to grow and strengthen who you are. You needed to learn a lesson that you might not have recognized, but it will definitely benefit you in the future. So if you do get offers of somebody who is respectful, loving, caring, who's trying to reach their hand out to you and take you out for coffee or to dinner or whatnot, don't deny them. Give them a chance. Sit with them, listen to them, feel them, so that your heart can even heal even more with somebody's love and kindness. In the family area, we have the Five of Swords in reverse, Seven of Cups, and then Illusion, which is the Death card in reverse. Okay, so this feels very much like intervention, and it could be with you. Maybe this was a really bad divorce that people were being really disrespectful and hurtful, and it's brought you down. But I feel that's a very small group of people, actually. I don't feel like it doesn't resonate with me, with you, Leo, today. But there's issues going on in your family where people have some sort of addiction that they just can't get a hold of. And when, addiction can always be drinking, drugs, sex, but it can also be like self-doubt. It can be, being disillusioned, thinking things are a certain way when they really aren't. And you're willing, or somebody, I feel like it's you. I feel like it's you, Leo. And you're willing to fight for it. You're really willing to fight for a really unjust reason. Like smoking, let's say. Like you love to smoke. And you've been told time and time again that it's bad for your health. Everyone says it. The general surgeon, it's written there. Smoking kills. Smoking creates cancer. All these things. But you go, I don't care. It's my life. I get to choose whatever I want. It makes me happy. Right? And your family is like, but we want you to live. But you're like, it's my life. You can't be the boss of me. So listen to yourself when you're speaking like that, when you're speaking with your family. It could be as simple as something like, well, you put yourself down all the time. Okay? And you have this weird idea that like you are not worthy, because of past issues. And you're still delving deep into this to raise yourself up to a higher consciousness. And so you fight, you keep fighting with people over it, like, well, I don't deserve it. I don't deserve your love. I don't deserve the support of my family. Leave me alone. And you just, and then you feed it with like this nasty energy over and over again that you aren't worthy, you aren't worthy, you aren't worthy. When in actuality, it's all a flippin' illusion. That's not true. And you have all these, the Seven of Cups is choices, but it's disillusionment. And it's, looking at all these enticing things that really will bring you no good. Women, herbs, food, like all of these things. Like if you just have little bits here and there, it's lovely and it's fun and it's sweet. But then I feel like you're blowing something out, Leo. Yeah? And Leo, you are these, Leo's strong. There are performers. You can't help but want to be around a Leo. It's just like you guys are so compelling, and have this such bright light around you. And so when this happens, there's a chance too, Leo, be very cautious because you are so appetizing that people will follow you and your family might go down the same road with you. So if you are doing something that you don't want your family to do, take heed, pay attention to that, because they might just do exactly what you're doing because they admire you so flippin' much. Okay? In career and work, we have the Universe, which is the World card in reverse, Wheel of Fortune, and then the Eight of Discs. So it's I feel like, Yes, I feel like things have kind of shifted for you. That you were really confident in what you were doing when it came to your career and work, and maybe overly confident, and that you didn't have to work as hard as others, and that it just came naturally to you. But while this was happening, other people were working, and making sure that they were staying on top, and you might have fallen a little bit behind. It could have been because you were ill. It could have been because, you were dealing with some other issues in your life. But these other people are maybe surpassing you now. Even though you are naturally amazing at it, even though naturally you are top notch and number one, but like the tides have turned a little bit now in that you're no longer number one because these other people have been putting in the work. Okay? On the flip side, it could be the exact opposite, which I'm going to cross my fingers for you, Leo, and hope that it's the opposite. I feel like It may be what I just said, but it could be, that you have the work that you have been putting in, the constant craftsmanship that you have been creating, even in times of trial and tribulation, are causing a change in your life. And that even though this change is for the positive, it's slow coming, it's slow moving, there's still more to be done. You can see that it's shifting into a very profitable, enjoyable situation, but it's not that yet. And so you still have to keep working and slowly shift it so that you can get to that point. In finances, we have the Seven of Discs, the Emperor reversed, and then the Magician reversed. So there's something with your space with land, maybe? Yeah? Do you have something going on with your mortgage? Or maybe you're trying to sell your house, or you have sold your house and you haven't found another house yet. Or you are looking to rent a place or find somewhere to live, and you've been working at it for a very long time, and it feels like everything is falling through, and then everything that is going on is very sneaky. And you know what? I feel really compelled to do a clarifier on these three cards, because it's very like to be continued kind of feeling. It's like there's no, okay, you will find a new house, or no, you won't. It's just like, well, who knows? Just you're working really hard, and so then we have the Five of Cups. Okay. All right. So yes, I feel like in the financial area, you might have been saving. You could have been trying to get everything together to get some new property, to move somewhere, to start something anew, but everything keeps falling through. You get approved for something, but then somebody comes in and buys it from you. You find a place, but then you find out that it needs a new roof. You're trying to find a place to rent, and then you find out that they have bed bugs, things like that. It's just like over and over and over again, and it's exhausting. But the thing is that you're crying over these lost ones, and because of that, you're putting too much energy into the why is nothing working when you still have two cups left. So pay attention to those, what's behind you. Pay attention to the listings you haven't looked at, or the ones that you have said, no, that's not good enough for me. Take a look at them. You might be surprised. Something might pop up. It's not saying financially that, you're in a bad situation, because you definitely have stuff saved, but there is an option that the savings could dwindle because you're spending so much money looking for property, or you could be kind of, just with a Magician in reverse, be swindled in some regard. Somebody could steal something from you in a very quick, sneaky way that you don't even recognize. And because of that, you're upset over it, but you're not lost. You still have something to fall back on. Visualize success. Ta-da! That's so good! Yay! See yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. Okay? See yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. So yeah, all over the place, that's what's going on here. It's such a great percentage of success is your mind, is your mindset, is how you are carrying yourself. And only you can do that. It's not about being, having a lot of money or having nice things. It's how you carry yourself. So if you shift to that, if you, instead of saying, I don't have enough, say, I'm so thankful and grateful for what I already have. If you, no one loves me, I'm never going to have a great relationship. Change it, shift it to, I am so thankful that I have this time to get to know myself so I can grow to a higher level of consciousness for the partner that I will have, who is loving, caring and will recognize the gift that I am. So it's really visualize what you want and who you want, where you want it, the family you want around you, and the job that you want to create. And that will shift the winds of change to your favor.